Hey guys, again. You know, you guys see this? Like, my hair has gotten so long. I know it's hard to see because I have a black jacket on. But my hair has like gotten so long. My hair used to be like this short. Like, no, I actually was, I think, shorter than that. I am actually getting it cut on Tuesday. And I am cutting off like, I don't know. I'm probably cutting off a good 8 or 9 inches. It's going. It's getting too much. But yeah, this is just, ugh. And it's giving me headaches now. Even though it took forever to grow this out, I don't want to cut it, but it's gotta go. Anyway, off topic. Okay, so as most of you do know from a couple videos, you've noticed that I've mentioned that I am remarried. I am divorced, or I was divorced, got remarried, and I kind of wanted to discuss um, how that whole journey went because it was an extremely tough process for me. And I know I'm not the only one that went through it. My husband went through it with his first wife, and my parents went through it, my in-laws went through it. So divorce seems to be a pretty popular topic nowadays. It seems like marriages just aren't lasting like they used to in, the 1940s and 1950s and 1960s even. And it's really sad. Like, it makes me really sad that, marriages just aren't working. And it does take two to keep a marriage going. And unfortunately, in my situation, I was the only one fighting to keep the marriage going. And I pretty much got slapped in the face. But I got married to my first husband in April 2007. We got divorced in May 2014. We had been together for about 8 years. I had my daughter in 2009. And it was just the entire marriage, like from day one, was extremely just, it was a very tough relationship. And I was 18? I was 18 or 19 when I got married. And I was young, I was naive. I had met my husband online through a dating site. And, he was just very, very persuasive. And he had flown up from Florida to Massachusetts, and we hit it off, blah, blah, blah. But, being 18 years old, I was extremely just blind. I should have seen all the red flags from day one, but I thought I knew everything. I was young and dumb, and, I wanted out of the situation that I was in, so I saw it as a way out. But he was very persuasive, and so we got married. I moved in with him, and it just seemed like since day one, I continuously caught him cheating on me, and it just continued. Every day was just spiraling downhill, and I would continue to believe his lies. I would continue to allow it to go on, and I honestly thought that he would change, and it never changed. It got worse, and when I mean it got worse, it got worse. I found out, I'm not gonna go too much into detail as to like what I found and what he did, but he was cheating on me with, I can't even tell you how many people. And I had found out he was cheating on his previous girlfriend and anybody else he was with. He cheated on them, and that's his trend. He is a sociopath. And like every day was just something new. It was just always a lie. And I remember he was in the Air Force for like 2 years until he got kicked out. But I remember one day I got a phone call from his chief commander, and they were basically telling me that they were sorry about what happened, and I'm just like, what do you mean? And I found out he lied to his chief commander and whoever else in his office that I had a miscarriage, and I was never off my birth control pills, so he made me look like a freaking fool. He embarrassed me in front of everybody on base, and that was like the first blow. And like I said, it continued to go on. I continued to catch him cheating on me, and all these people were texting him and you know, sending pictures and emails, and I would hack into his email, and I'm just like, I was so disgusted with everything. But you know, once he got out of the service, I got kicked out, you know, I found out I was pregnant, which was probably at the worst time. And he showed no emotion toward that either. He was just like not happy about it at all. And throughout my entire pregnancy, at least for the first trimester, going into my second trimester, part of my second trimester, I was basically left by myself to fend for myself. I had really, really bad HG, which some people don't know what HG is, and that's a whole other topic. I actually made a video on that like 4 years ago on HG. Basically what it is in a little particle, so I'm not going off topic here. HG is just, it's a hereditary form of extreme morning sickness where you can't eat, you can't drink, you can't do anything. And I was just miserable, I was dehydrated, I was depressed. And on top of all that, he was still cheating on me. He would leave me hanging. His whole family thought I was faking it. Like, they never liked me anyway, so. But, like, I had no support from any of them. And we ended up moving up to Massachusetts, and I had my daughter in Massachusetts. And the worst thing he could have done to me was when we were living with my mom and stepdad, and he decided to go out after I just had our daughter and cheat on me with his boss. Yep. And, you know, it really takes somebody to go out and cheat on their wife after they just had their child. I mean, that was like a slap in the face, and I still took him back. So we moved back down to Florida, and like it just kept escalating and escalating. We went to counseling. I did my part, but he didn't want to do his part. And continued to catch him cheating, and I kept dealing with it, and I kept dealing with his family's crap and judging me and telling me what I could and couldn't do. I got tired of it. And it came down to August of 2013. I caught him cheating again. I was doing laundry, and I found this love card in his jeans from somebody that worked at this company he was trying to sell vows from, and that was it for me. And told him to get out, get his shit, get out. I'm not doing this anymore. And you know, between that and the constant stealing from me, lying, just all of it. It was just, and it goes further, but I'm not going to go into those details. But he's just very, very troubled person. He was living a double life, and it's something I was done with. I wasn't going to deal with it anymore. So I packed up all his stuff and I put it outside. Told him to come get it because there was nothing left. It was, the marriage was done. So, you know, of course, with having a child, it was really, really hard to go that route because it did affect her. And, you know, over time, things did get better. And right now we are in a custody battle, and it's not good. My stress level has been through the roof, and there's just been a lot going on, and everything is being taken care of in the court system, but this isn't how I ever imagined this would be. Like, I've moved on, I've gotten remarried, I now have a stepson, we're planning on having a family together, me and my new husband. And it's like, you know, we're getting married, we're married, but we're having the wedding in October, which is just over 3 months away. And so, you know, on top of this, it's like, I just have been so stressed out, it's not even funny, you know. A mother's duty is to protect her child, and that's what I've been doing, is protecting my child. And it's not easy, you know, it's just not easy, you know, and I'm hoping that this will all get resolved soon. And, you know, the one thing I can say is, no matter how much you despise an ex, you know, it is in, you need to do you need to do what's best for the child, yes. But if their safety is being jeopardized, then as a parent, whether you're the mother or the father, then yes, you need to protect that child until things can get settled in court. So I just recently found out that her father has been driving her around on a revoked license. And prior to that, he was arrested for a suspended license. So, what is a mother supposed to do? Sit there and, yeah, hey, go ahead, you're endangering our child, and other children too are involved, so it's just, it's not right. And there's way more, I'm not even getting into that story, but it's been very tough on me. It's been tough on my husband because, you know, he's been getting harassed now, and it's, you know, it's just, it's very tough. You know, no child should have to go through any of this. You know, when you ask somebody to marry you, it's till death till we part, through sickness and through health. And if you can't keep your promise to your partner, then don't ask them to marry you if you're not willing to be serious and committed. Marriage is not something to be toyed with. It's not something to play around with people's emotions with, to use somebody as a cover-up, to hide your double life, to use to show that, you know, oh, I am normal and I'm just going to use you and the kids to cover up my double life that I'm living. It's not right, and it's not fair. And the worst of it is when you leave everything that you have and give up everything for that one person because you love them so much, and they pull that crap on you. It's like, be the better person. If you're not ready for marriage, you do not put a ring on that finger. I'm sorry. Do not do it. And, you know, it's been tough. You know, and after I got separated, I started dating again, and, you know, from after we separated, I started going out in a couple of days just to get out of the house and get stuff off my mind. I met a lot of okay people, and then I met, like, the most dirtbaggish people, and I just felt like I was at the end of my rope until my husband popped along, and he was actually, like, the last of the line. It's we met through OkCupid, although we used to work together, but we were both married, and my marriage was on the rocks, and I believe his was 2 at the time, but there was never, like, any, we just knew each other through work. There was nothing outside of that. So when he messaged me on this dating site, it was just like, at first I didn't recognize him because we never, like, talked outside of work or anything. but he looked so familiar, and he was like, "You used to work at Petco, didn't you?" And I was like, "You know what? I did. That's where I know you from." But I honestly wasn't gonna give him a chance because I was just so like done with the dating scene and being screwed over and dealing with the headache and the heartache. But he persuaded me, and I agreed to go out and date with him. And it was probably one of the best dates. Simple, but one of the best dates I ever had. And he just kept chasing me and chasing me and chasing me, and he has proven to me that he is the type of guy that I needed in my life. He would give everything and anything to keep me happy and keep my daughter happy, keep his son happy, keep whoever it is happy. He's just that kind of person. And he has proven to me, and he has shown me what true love really is and what the true meaning of love really is. And, you know, I can't ever picture my life without him. He's been my rock. He has been there for me through thick and thin, through all of this mess. And he's such an upbeat, positive person, which I have a hard time being because I get so just riled up. I get anxiety really bad. And he sits here and he knows what to say or what to do to make me smile, to make me laugh. You know, he's always telling me it's gonna be okay, everything's gonna be okay, and you know, it's like, is this even for real? Men like this actually exist? And he's been my everything, and I've been so blessed to be able to call him my husband, my best friend, my partner for life. I mean, I don't know where I'd be right now. I've been miserable if I didn't have him. You know, it's, you know, for someone else to take on a child that's not theirs, like, that's like brownie points, you know? It's like, it's really hard to find somebody like that. And, you know, while I'm looking for work, you know, I feel bad that right now the schedule that I need, because I have my daughter, you know, I feel bad that I'm not working right now, and yeah, he makes really decent money, and I feel bad that I'm not helping to contribute much right now, but, you know, he sits there and he's like, it doesn't bother him. He's like, you know, we're fine. You know, I make enough, more than enough to support us and keep a roof over our head and food on the table and clothes on our backs, and, like, he's just, you know, he's amazing. And, I'm lucky. I'm so lucky to have him in my life. But, before I go rambling on with all this too, but for anybody out there that's either dealing with separation, going through a separation, going through divorce, who have kids and you're going through divorce, just know that you're not the only one out there that's dealing with all this. Know that people are out there, they will help you, they will be an ear, they will be whatever you need them to be for you. You know, divorce is never easy, especially when children are involved. And I know that if I didn't have the support that I did, I really don't know where I would be. And just know that you may think that down the road after the storm has hit, that, you know, don't think that there's nobody out there for you that would be willing to take on your kids and you. Know that there is a light at the end of the tunnel, and that there is somebody else out there that is waiting for you to take on you and your kids, that will love you and your kids as they would be his own. And whether it's the other side of the road, whether it's, you know, a gentleman with kids that thinks that, you know, a woman would want to take on those kids and love them as her own. But just know that there is hope. Just know that it's not going to last forever. And know that there is help out there as far as, maybe seeing a counselor or seeing a therapist or getting whatever it is that you need, that it's not over. Just know that. And like I said, I know for me it was the most crucial point in my life that I hit rock bottom. But I picked myself up and I pat myself on the back for that. And I give my husband a lot of credit for what he's had to put up with everything that's going on right now, currently, not between me and him, but with the situation at hand. Definitely count your blessings because, there's just, I don't know. It's just sad that marriages don't last nowadays. It's just like people want to slap a ring on it and then not make the commitment, and they think it's okay to go out and cheat on their spouse, and it's not okay. It's really not. If you're not willing to be that committed person that you promised to be, then break it off or wait or, I don't know, but just don't do it if you're not ready. I'm gonna go ahead and end this video because I've been yakking and yakking, but I did want to cover this subject because it is a major topic and it's a very touchy subject. And I just want anybody out there that might be going through this, I may not know you personally, but if you want to inbox me and if you need an ear or you need somebody to lend you an ear or whatever it is, know that I am here. I am willing to listen to whoever needs an ear because I've been there, I've done that. I'm still going through the hassles of part of this because I have a child involved. But just know that I am here if you need somebody to talk to, and I wish everybody the best of luck that is going through this, and just remember to keep your head up high and be there for your children, because your children are the ones that really need you the most. And one thing that I continue to tell people is when you're going through this and you are divorced or separated, and don't back talk the other parent or badmouth the other parent in front of your children. That is the worst thing you can do, and I'm also dealing with that too. Not on my end, but on the other end. Because children will come back and they will tell you if the parent has been saying bad stuff about you, and it's not right to put the children in the middle. It's really not. So, like I said, if you need an ear, if you need somebody to talk to, just to vent to, send me a message. If you don't want to comment below, I may not get back to you ASAP, but just know that I'm here to lend an ear for you. So if you guys have any questions or comments, you know what to do. Otherwise, I hope everybody's happy and healthy, and I will talk to you guys later. Bye.